Hello, everyone. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 6, the last round of Swiss of the Space Jam Sydney, Australia edition. I'm super excited to be here with you, and this round is an all-in round. If you are participating in the Choose Your Champion betting, do it now, guys. Go ahead. All in. If you have more than 10,000 points, 10,000 is the max. Let's go ahead. If you're gonna make a vote, make it big. Let's do this. My co-host for this round is.
Hello there. I am William Hegwood.
That's right. We're coming to you live from the United States, but we are here excited, and we're running this event in the time zone of Sydney, Australia. We've done that for 4 total, including this one, 4 Space Jam events. Super excited about this, and let's go ahead and break down these lists.
All right, we are going to start with the scum here. Your player on your left has 2 ships, Boba Fett with Fearless, Maul, Seismic Charges, Contraband Cybernetics, a shield upgrade, and the Slave 1 title. Paired with him is Dengar in the Jumpmaster with Marksmanship, Proton Torpedoes, Auto Blaster, Cannon, L337, Han Solo Gunner, and Contraband Cybernetics. These are 2 offensively based ships. Dengar being able to shoot twice if he defends against someone in his front arc, allowing him to shoot that Auto Blaster turret or his Proton Torpedoes. Because he has his front arc covered, I normally would have his arc to the side, but this Dengar decided not to.
That's right. He's pointing to the front. He might have just forgotten. It's round 6.
I'm a little bit different theory on that. Boba Fett just has a bunch of upgrades that say he has mods. That's really
Can you do that? Can you do that? Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, his ability is he gets a reroll for each ship at range 1, and he's fighting against a lot of ships, so should easily keep those rerolls the entire time. What is he facing off against?
So he's facing off against Brendan Morrissey, who has the Resistance here. We have Finn with Perceptive Copilot and Heroic, Rose Tico with Crackshot, and let's see, yes, all these are the same 3 Red Squadron Expert Heroic X-Wing T-70s. A couple of strengths in this list. Let's talk about Finn. With Perceptive Copilot, has access to 2 of those focus tokens, able to be extremely defensive. Shoot, we might have our first engagement here right away. Finn versus Boba Fett. Honestly, this engagement, this range does favor Finn probably doing some damage, being able to add that focus results by taking strain, or just adding blanks, being able to trigger heroic, or if he has a target lock out there, being able to do rerolls and things like that. But here we go. We have our first engagement right away. Boba Fett versus.
Yeah.
Here we go, and there is a target lock out there for Boba.
Yeah, not bad. He risked the lock, but only 1 ship in range. Those T-70s are out for now.
Boba Fett is
moving up,
being supported by Dengar, going slow.
So the reason, now here's the theory. This might be like me looking into it a little bit too much, but as I mentioned when I got an initial look at this matchup, those jamming beams you forgot to mention on those T-70s in their hardpoint slot can actually utilize that to strip Dengar's target locks.
All right, so early attack here, hit crit.
Yeah, didn't need that lock.
Finn honestly could shake this off pretty easily, and there it is. He'll add a strain, take a focus result, and spend a focus in order to evade all 3 of those, and will respond with an attack of his own. That probably
now can he double strain himself?
You can.
He does not have optics, so he does prefer adding those eyeballs opposed to a dice that does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Could though with heroic.
That's right. He's mini Boba.
Yeah, yeah, they're rivaling each other.
There it is.
Is he gonna double string?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's 3 hits. He goes, you say 3 hits, I say 3 hits.
Yeah, Boba has 3 dice for the range, and Natty's out.
Well, okay.
Well, it was a good attempt by the little pod, but
well, let's go ahead.
That's okay.
Let's talk about the positioning here. Boba Fett is in a spot where he's essentially needs to go through that gap between the clouds, or he can bank and or turn into the resistance, which honestly we talked about with the number of ships out there, get re-rolls for every enemy ship at range 0 to 1. So it's not unheard of to see a Boba Fett just jump in the fray and walk out unscathed.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of modified dice going to be coming in if you're trying that, though. I would assume. Dylan, get your white hand out of there.
Sorry, it just happens when I reset the table. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. The problem is, what I'm seeing is that Dengar might not be in range, even like a hard 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's going to be in range to help out Boba if he cuts in. So I see no other option than just 4-forwarding and make basically all of these resistance ships decide whether to pursue Boba into a corner, which is not the worst place to try to get shots on him, as we'll have to slowly turn around or pop his contraband to Talon roll. Ooh, also that 4-forward sets up a seismic bomb there too.
Mm-hmm.
If the T-70s do pursue. But there's so that's going to be on them. I mean, they have the option to just move towards Dengar. It's kind of a rock in the way, but both sides have to deal with that. Actually, now that I'm looking at Dengar's hard 2 might put him right through that gap. His arc is still facing forward. It is strange, but I can only assume it's for range 3 shots without a lock. Looks like Finn's gonna clear a stress. No?
Nope.
Or is a strain, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, double strain does not take away more than 1 defense dice, so I think right now, nope. It's you just.
I think I heard that. Yeah.
If you are strained, it's -1 agility. That's it. And strain is having strain tokens. All right, so covering the gaps here, Boba Fett could maybe clear with a 3 bank to the left. Maybe I don't think so though.
I mean, this would be a good time to use Slave 1 if he thinks that the 3 bank could fit without hitting that gas cloud.
Actually, no, that hits that gas cloud for sure. Sorry about the dings, guys.
Sure There's dings. Oh, the player's dings.
No, I accidentally had a window clicked and I was clicking my keyboard and it was going bring, 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 bring.
Oh. Boba Fett here had dialed in a hard 2 on his for his maneuver. Had the option to Slave 1 out and get on the gas cloud.
Oh god, that feels so bad.
He dips, jukes, and dodges all of those resistance ships and has that seismic set up. Looks like Dengar
is just
did do the hard.
Just out of range. Mm-hmm. So at least Brendan won't be punished by taking modified shots from both Dengar and Boba Fett. Oof.
Yeah, expert play there with that Boba Fett, recognizing the opportunity to sneak past them with that hard 2.
All right, so Boba Fett should be up here. And most likely just taking that range one shot on the X-Wing.
I mean, he's got the lock on Finn, so he can reroll more than one dice on him. Finn's also rolling only one defense, so he could get an easy half points on him. But it looks like he's grabbing the 4 attack dice.
Grabbing that range one. And he will re-roll 1 die. Because he has a full force, no focus. And that'll be hit, crit. After spending the force.
Well, so at least 1 damage going in on the red Squadron veteran. And looks like 2 total shields come off of him.
Now, Brendan probably a little flustered at this point, right? You brought all of your fighters in, thinking that the 2-turn did not fit around there, and obviously a little bit of feels bad. Looks like Rose might have a shot there in the corner, and does at range 2.
Barely.
Has re-rolls. Doesn't need him. Hit
Don't
crit.
need him. This could be an easy damage on Boba here. Yep.
Gets a re-roll. Gets a re-roll.
All right. Ends up trading 2 shields on a red T-70 for 1 shield on Boba.
Fast Walk Zero's asking, do bets count towards choose your champion? Like the on-screen poll, it does. It automatically takes the number 1 or... That's why we use that same convention, 1 or 2. That way it works either way. Oh, hello, birds. I can hear you outside. I want to remind you guys that when we hit 135 subs, we're giving away that Coruscant invitation. That is an official FFG tray that we have here on hand. We're only 9 subs away from giving that away. Also, if you wanted to check out what lists were being played today, you can type !list for a PDF of all the lists. We're not making them available on TTT during the event, just so that just with the number of players we have putting in results and things like that, it can slow the system down quite a bit. So one of the things that we just come to a decision on is like we're not going to make it public because we don't want people dinking around on there. Because we did have issues the last few times, and we did have outside people who weren't in the event, looking at lists and poking around. So we're just kind of avoiding that, but we will make them available through that PDF during the match, and of course we'll put everything up on List Fortress afterwards. I know that I still need to put up the LA Space Jam List Fortress one. I have not done that, but I promise it'll get done. It's on my to-do list. Hopefully you guys have been having fun just watching the development of the meta throughout our Space Jam series. It's been really, really fun to see it because I feel like we have seen evolution. We've gotten essentially to this point where this Boba Dengar, like we always knew Boba Fett was good. Like, is he still good in extended? The answer is yes, a resounding yes. And then we had some people being a little cheeky. We talked about the Gurries that popped up last week during LA Space Jam, and we're taking out a lot of these Boba Fett Dengars. And we'll see how Boba fares in this case. But the LA last weekend did not have any Boba Fetts in the cut, so we'll see what happens today.
Well, so far, Boba's been doing a great job getting positioning in here. He's going to drop a seismic.
Oh, yeah.
Which is going to do twofold. Both clear out that asteroid for a Dengar and spook off a lot of these T-70s.
Mm-hmm. As for faction representation during the event, go ahead and take a look here. A little bit less scum representation than usual and more resistance than we found. Looks like we had some turnaround maneuvers, and there's a strain on the Red Squadron Expert. So just taking the 4Ks and in order to re-engage sooner, Because most likely, Dengar. I mean, Dengar would have to actually jump over. Is he gonna hit that? Hit that
With
debris.
this template,
It's
I think it's
close.
just in between. I think it's just fine.
That might be able to jump
He's got
over.
to get out of Boba. Yeah, I saw Rose not cut in. She's turning away. Did not want to eat that Dengar torpedo shot and or the seismic bomb drop. How much? Like I said, that bomb drop. He had to do it. If the T-70s don't, K-turn, they're all going to take damage. But the main thing is he's going to open up the board now to those T-70s to 2-bank and start engaging Dengar now too.
That's right. Now you notice Rose did not K-turn. All right, there's Boba Fett. Did not clip that debris cloud. Excuse me, the gas cloud, which means we're gonna get some target lock action and the torpedo this turn, probably going into one of those T-70s.
You take it into red. He's hurt and strained. No reason not to.
Then I guess the rock will be gone as well,
exactly.
because of the
Won't be
seismic charge.
obstructed.
Yep, take it onto red for sure.
Yep, and Boba didn't leave for too long. He can cut back in next round and help out Dengar in the bumps. Because Dengar really doesn't have a lot of places to go right now. Or next round anyways. It would be nice if he could hit that gas cloud by Rose, but I think it's just out. Yep.
All right, we got that range 1 bubble outside, so only hits Dengar, but this is fine.
Dengar does not have a hauler shield, so he's down to 8. Just 8.
Just. Yeah, so loses 1 shield there on Dengar because of the seismic charge. Here we go. We had that target lock already out there. This is the Han Gunner trigger.
Mm-hmm. Proton torpedo.
Now remember, if he doesn't need to spend this, well, let's see what happens.
No, don't spin the lock.
And he has it in his hand. He spent it.
He does spend it.
All right, that's aggressive, but that's, that means that he can't shoot back a torpedo as his revenge shot.
The focus as well.
Yep.
Yep, he spends both there.
Hit, crit, which means he only has the primary for the Dengar. And taking all of them on red might be down to 1 or dead if these crits are any of these crits are double damage, or we get a few leak into the other crit. And there is the mixing of the cards. Let's find out what we get here. Shield, hit, crit, loose stabilizer. After you execute a non-straight maneuver, take a damage. And the last one is a wounded pilot. After you perform an attack, roll an attack die on a hit or crit, take a stress token. So still gets to live, and we'll get an opportunity to return fire. Now I think if you can, you fire with red last.
Was it wounded?
Yeah.
I don't see it out there now.
It's next to the red X-Wing. This was barely in range from the pink X-Wing and has 2 hits out there. Dengar taking 2. Plinking away. Oh, there's 1 more die because of range 3.
Yeah, but you don't reroll all of them.
Yep.
You roll.
Gets 1.
You roll up to the correct amount.
This is an elimination match. Both players were X and 1 coming into the match.
So I'm thinking that the reason he spent the lock is that the red T-70 simply won't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
If he's at 1 health, gonna need a torpedo, you might as well just not even shoot. Just go in and try to block next round or do something more meaningful.
All right, another shot here from yellow. 2 crits going into Dengar. Can Dengar get the evades?
Oh, he's gonna L337 here. He's running real low on shields, so makes him reroll all of it.
That's
And gets
L337.
the crit out of there. So just a single crit now.
Evades. And that does make it so that Dengar's banks are now blue in both directions.
Yeah, almost a necessity when you're bringing that Han Solo gunner.
And is Dengar gonna, is that red one gonna take a shot? I don't think so. We saw the arc check.
Dengar has not used his charge. He's gonna hold it out as a defensive measure to prevent that shot. So I think that's it.
Yep. Yeah, he
Red did not fire.
You did see the measure, so it wasn't like he forgot to engage. He engaged, like nope, no, thank you, and moving on.
Dude, am I still crazy? I still only see 1 crit on that. Expert.
Are you kidding? I see it right there. 1, 2. You are going crazy.
That must be on my end. I trust you.
Finn was out of range, or at least they're assuming he was out of range. When Dengar did his arc, I don't think Finn was in arc, was in range, so
No, he
might
was
have
in
just.
range.
We can actually check that in the log. Dengar checks for arc. Yeah, Finn not in range, so nothing there. Good call.
So, decision time, Dion.
Yep.
Are you gonna close in on Boba, who's most likely gonna hard in, or do you use the hurt T-70 to block Dengar and get the rest of your guns in on it? The other 2 T-70s and Finn.
Oh, buddy. I mean, you try to go for the block. That's just going to avoid the target lock. Dengar can still get the focus action from Han. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're kind of forced here, right?
Yep.
Because what I'm looking at is Boba Fett doing a hard 1, but then if the positioning's not right, he could actually boost out towards that gas cloud then too, for some rear arc shots. So he might be able to slip out of there, even if you did go in on him. So I think it's all in on Dengar now. He's only at 7 health total.
Yeah, he's got 7 left, 1 shield, and 6 hull.
I mean, you can roll up to 12 dice between Finn and the experts.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're using... One of the issues as well is, like, Finn's position is rough because he cannot get an action. Right? The 2...
No, he's double strained, not double stressed.
But I mean, he's initiative 2. Is the 2 bank blue on?
Oh, he is initiative 2. That was correct.
Is the 2 bank blue
No,
on
it's
the
1
pilot?
banks.
Yeah, so he can't get an action just from bumping. So he would have to do something like a 1 forward to at least get there. It is.
There it is. Hey, widens the arc.
Maybe you can get
Gets
some
rid of a strain.
heroic action because you could add blanks for free. So there's a 3 straight, kind of non-committal. I think it blocks the 1 hard, I believe. Oh, maybe. I don't even know.
Nah, Dengar's just going 1 forward. He don't care. He just wants to shoot something.
And one of the things...
He did close his wings.
Yep. Oh, we got the barrel roll there.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he did.
A. Carlson, thank you so much. And takes a stress from the initial action, which means he will not be able to do the linked, because there is a barrel roll linked to a focus. Actually, no, he would have had to focus first.
Right, so he didn't want to risk not being able to barrel roll by just taking the focus action. You're at 1 health anyway, so
It doesn't matter.
that focus isn't going to save you.
I mean, not with that attitude.
Well, I mean... All right, T-70s line up for their approach on Dengar here.
And Boba Fett getting the flank here.
Looks like Red with that barrel roll will be outside of his arc as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Red should live this round. Yellow T-70, I'm not sure about. He might not survive.
Man. The feast will begin. Nom nom. Boba feeling hungry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm locking somebody. I'm locking yellow. Like no one cares about you right now, Boba. I mean, we all care about Boba in our hearts. But I'm saying these T-70s don't seem to care about him.
Meh. You know, I know obviously there's still a lot of time on the clock and things can swing quite a bit.
I was going to say, that's an interesting way to boost.
What just happened?
He just accidentally hit undo on his dial.
Does the one
I think he tried to boost in, I believe is what happened there.
Okay, and failed the action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, only a reroll for Boba Fett. No focuses. But I mean, he has a force. Should be alright. Here is the Han Gunner trigger. Force. Dengar did bump into the red X-Wing and will have a range 1 shot. Let's see, he's got auto blasters or primary.
It's both 3 dice anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well go for red, or excuse me, go for.
You go for yellow because you're gonna have a follow-up shot with Boba Fett to do some focus fire.
Yeah, and you gotta at least try to strip that focus for offense, or for his offense rather.
There you go. He can change one. Oh no, never mind. That's bullseye. Hit crit coming in from Dengar. Defense on the T-70. Oof. 2 evades, baby. Evades.
Wants to live.
So remember, Boba Fett failed a boost action, which is why he doesn't have any tokens out there.
Yep, Finn is just out of range too. That's where Boba Fett's target lock was. Or is, rather. No Fearless here.
No Fearless,
so
but
just the one reroll and force.
And that's going to be 3 hits after spending the force. He's got no shots coming back at you.
Yeah, guaranteed to do some damage.
Takes 2 shields on the yellow X-Wing.
So Dengar's return shot won't kill him. Assuming it's not shield direct hit.
Yeah, and the red X-Wing does not have arc. Not enough angle to get Boba Fett. Pink's firing first, seeing if he can bait the bonus attack trigger. And probably just spends the focus here for 2 hits. And does Dengar want to spend that focus, or is he going to hold on to it?
Yeah, no, ooh, yeah. You can't be taking any more damage.
He's going through his options. You see, he's like, well, this is the situation here.
Yeah, he's got a 2 dice from Finn and another 4 dice with a focus currently. He can't kill the yellow, but could do some damage to him. Is he taking the card? Nope. Keeps the focus.
All right.
He wants that revenge shot modified.
Shield cards. He's 1 away from half points. Actually, no. Is that half points?
That should be half. That should be 5. No, 1 card. That's only 4.
They're 9 health. Here we go. Range 1 shot from yellow. He's gonna take it. 4 dice with the focus. Oh, did you spend it for 1? No, he left it. Evaded.
There was a quick roll. Did not have time to think about it.
All right, so he...
I mean, I feel like he would spend it anyways. You have to put damage in on Dengar while you have shots on him.
Yep.
Full aggression. Yep, and then Dengar spends his focus in return. So it'll be a 3-on-2 for the revenge shot. No mods. Except for heroic, they always mod.
Right.
Oof.
All right.
I wanted it.
Hit, crit.
That's not what you want to see. Oof.
All right, well,
So
at least he got the 2 natties.
evades. Yeah, so that crit lands on his shields, and he is glad that he did spin that focus then. I guess they both natted out, so none of those decisions mattered.
Yep. All right, and a range 3 shot from Finn going into Dengar as well. 1 hit. No shenanigans, because doesn't matter. No tokens available for shenanigans.
Well, so neither that yellow T-70 or Dengar were halved that round, and red's still on the board. I mean, that's a good thing, right, for the resistance.
Oh yeah. Now here's a couple of things. Do we think that Finn has enough room to do a 1 straight? Probably, right? Did Pink accidentally block him?
No, that's...
You don't think so?
No, he's not gonna fit that. He could probably fit a 1 bank though.
1 bank to the left.
Yeah.
Or maybe sorry, to the right.
Yeah. Exactly. I guess. that could fit. I don't know if that's gonna be helpful, but it will fit probably. Because there's gonna be a gas cloud and Dengar's bullseye coming in. Remember that auto blaster, if you do not have your arc on Dengar, can
make those unblockable crits.
Yeah, make the crits unblockable
with marksmanship. Yeah.
I was trying to say it the other way around, but exactly. Yep. Very powerful. 4 points to put a brutal gun on the front of your ship.
Sounds good.
Pretty much worth it here.
Now remember, everybody, after this round 6, we do have a break slash... I mean, maybe. I'm still feeling pretty awake. I might play a couple games for funsies. If people want to stick around, we'll just kind of see how the stream is looking, and that'll determine what I do. If not enough people stick around, I'll probably just clean my office until it's bedtime.
All right, so 1 bank did fit there. He is not going to be able to hard 2 out of that next round, but gets his focuses for this round.
He wants his shot.
It does
on
also
Boba Fett now.
That's fair. What it does do is it blocks Dengar's 4K.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Just would have had to decided to sloop onto the gas cloud here.
All right, Talon roll there, trying to create a kill box.
Yep, it looked like Red had just self-bumped into Dengar there. Assuming that's going to be the safest place for him, is to keep Dengar blocked up while everybody else tries to engage Boba Fett here. Which, not a bad kill box set up here. Let's see where Boba decided to go.
Boba, where you going? I mean, probably the hard 2 to the right seems pretty solid, as well as 3 bank to the left as well. Oh yeah, he's got a hard 1. Yeah.
Yeah, so he dialed in to see if he can force the bump and block a shot, which he does. And it gives him a shot onto the hurt X-Wing there.
Yep, he will eat 1 range 1 shot, but he's got the Boba Fett's. All right, Dengar did end up bumping after doing that 3 straight. And has a shot onto Rose. We'll have 1 reroll because of Finn being in the arc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this says primary or auto blaster. It doesn't really matter because he's got his gun facing forward, and they're both 2 attack dice here.
Pew pew. 1 hit. Two defense dice coming in. And re-roll. I guess you don't even need it. You got the 1 hit already. You
don't need no re-roll.
You got the squiggle. Squiggle McWiggle. Boba Fett taking that range 2 shot onto Red. I mean, at least we're assuming.
Yeah, you got to. Oh, I see. That's right, because of the loose stabilizer forcing Red to go straight. So he didn't really have much options other than to bump into Dengar there.
Now your only option is roll natties. Just do it. Just roll them. Let's go. All right, Boba got 1 crit. We'll re-roll the 1 blank. Trying to get a full string here. And there it is. Spend the force, most likely.
I'm confirming the kill. Yeah, spend the force, confirm the kill. Don't let him natty. 2 evades.
Oh, I feel greed. I can feel it. Ah, he does it. Okay.
No, you got
guaranteed.
You got to. You only get 2 shots per round in your list. You need to take ships off when you can.
All right, Yellow's hoping to make
still at full.
Those. Yeah, Yellow's hoping to make that shot into Boba Fett help.
Boba is down Y1. I take that back. Rose got a shield off of him earlier.
Ah, yes.
Looks like we'll have the uncontested shots onto Dengar here. Probably shooting Yellow into Dengar as well. Why not?
Ooh, hit, crit. Dengar still has that focus from the Han Gunner
definitely lands, scores points.
There you go. Hit crit. Yeah, that's going in. That crit's gonna stick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What is the damage? It is a whole breach. Everything's face up. Hey, Yellow can make Dengar real sad here.
Yeah, this would be the time. Yeah, whatever. No one could stop caring about Boba. Get that Dengar off the board.
Oh, heroic. Oh, heroic. Do it again. 2 hits.
There you go.
No mods available for Dengar.
See if he can hold it.
Takes 1. 1 crit.
Yep. So whole breach makes it the crit. Yep.
Let's find out what that is. Damage sensor array. You cannot perform any actions except focus or actions on damage cards. So no target locks for a little bit. Rose trying to make him pay 2. He will have a reroll. Range 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right, reroll the eyeball. Just 1. Dengar going to come out of here alive. Could have easily been dead. But crack shot, is crack shot good? Was it in bullseye? Yes, it was in bullseye. Could opt for the crack shot and does.
Nice.
Damaged engine. Increase the difficulty of hard turns. So no hard left blue anymore.
No, they were never blue.
They were never blue. Or is it isn't to the left blue? No.
The banks are. No, that's first edition. They took that away. Too good.
Sorry.
But that's okay. Who flies the Jumpmaster?
Not I, said to you.
But it does make his hard 1 and his hard 2 red on that side.
Oh.
So.
Pew pews. Finn going at oh, sorry. This is Dengar going back at Rose. 2 hits. Has a reroll. And takes another hit there. Rose loses the shield. Now Finn has that unobstructed range 2 shot on the Boba Fett. Here we go. Got hit crit. Are we going to add anything? We're going to do the shenanigans?
Yeah.
Here he goes. Takes a strain. Add a focus.
You know it'll do damage. You have to.
Guaranteed shields. Yay. Oh, maybe 2. Maybe 2.
Good start. Good start here.
Has 2 rerolls, though. Gets to try again. Hey, 3 shields. That's huge.
You got to do 6 for half because Boba's 11 with the shield upgrade. So 2 more damage to have him. Not bad. Not bad with 30 minutes to go.
Time traveling wizard is really invested in this game.
What do you mean?
Just
like credits wise?
No, like they're commenting a lot. They're like, "Why, Dengar? Why?"
So here's my biggest question for this round.
Yeah.
Does Dengar's sloop fit?
Oh, all day. All day.
All day?
All day or day. Yeah, absolutely. Because the range 2 trick, right? You got the clouds.
I mean, does that work for?
It does.
Does that work for large bases?
It does.
Okay.
It works for large base sloops because it's not a straight line. Yeah.
It's been a bit since I've flown a 3 bank in Lando. Got really good at those 3 banks. Bit rusty.
Dropping stuff.
So he has to do that. He can probably flip his hull breach, I guess, to make sure that if 1 damage comes through, it's not a direct hit. And then you can still Han. The focus because of damage sensor array is not going to stop you from doing that.
Tesleon X, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. And Time Traveling Wizard says, I know Caleb IRL in real life. I mean, that makes sense. That's why you're emotionally invested in this. And that makes the best viewer. Porg Republic, thank you so much for subbing. We are 6 subs away from giving away that Coruscant Invitational tray. Otherwise, we'll have to wait for the top cut, which will be later today / tomorrow, depending on when you're watching or where you're watching. I guess when and where. You know, time zone magic. I sound exhausted. Well, I'm talking quiet. We our new tenants moved in today, and the kids sleep in the room under my office. I know I could probably be a little louder than I would with adults, but it's also, you know, it's 5 a.m. They just moved in. I don't think they want me waking up their kids, so I'm being a little quiet.
Just giving 3 hits.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Natties!
All right, Rumble
what?
Rocket, thank you so much for gifting those subs. We are one away, guys. One away from giving away that tray. Woo woo! Thank you, Rumble Rocket.
All right, looks like we got a bit of a traffic jam going on around here.
Beep 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 beep. Oh no! And Sunset Cyber did it right there, got us over the edge to
Nice.
135.
How close is that sloot? Oh, he had plenty of room.
Oh, look at that! So much.
So contraband.
Contraband.
Can end up triple stressed, but you only got 2 hull. You're fine. And it looks like he'll have a hard time denying Rose that shot as well. Potentially range 1, focus 2 rerolls.
All right, and Dengar took the target lock onto Finn, excuse me.
No, that's Boba's lock from almost the
earlier.
first engagement.
I didn't catch where the lock went down.
So he's cyberneticsing something here. Maybe a barrel roll? That's a bold statement.
I think he may have taken a focus.
No, he's on gunner. I think he tried to double focus, and that's not how that works.
Oh,
So
yeah. No,
he flips the whole breach.
He contraband. Okay.
Yeah, it was his perform action step is what they got hung up on for a second.
Yep. So ends up double stressed.
Triple stress.
Triple
now.
stress. Sorry,
He was stressed from Han.
Yep.
Sloop, and then the Han gunner again. But hey, shooting shots. Could go the auto blaster onto Finn, which would be nice.
That's true.
Pretty fun.
Any crits would be auto damage. Though he
Yeah,
doesn't.
unfortunately, he's not in bullseye though.
Yep. So no marksmanship. Might just end up opting for the range 1 into Rose.
Yeah, it's a chance for you to score points and stripper focus token. You kind of got to.
Yep, and goes into Rose. Here we go. 3 dice.
Spend it. You could die anyways.
Hit
yeah.
Get it.
Get them points.
And Rose.
So you got the reroll. Crit will land under the shields.
Oh no.
Or shield was already gone.
Yeah,
But
so hit crit. Down to 1 hull. And what's a crit? What's a crit?
wounded.
Wounded pilot. Wounded.
Still alive, because I don't think Boba's going to have that shot on her. I think Boba's going to be forced to take that rear arc shot on yellow. Yep. Another opportunity to score some points, as it is down shields. Should have 2 or 3 rerolls here on offense and the force.
Let's use them.
Yeah. Fair enough. I think he might have Finn range 1.
He might. I check it. It's.
I would reroll all 3. Just reroll 2.
Yep. I mean, the math says reroll 3 there.
Yeah, I just don't think he realized that Finn was in range.
Nope.
Nope, he's not.
He wasn't. So
we're checking though.
Worked out. So can use the force to make it the 3.
Yeah, same thing. The third hit guarantees the points.
So the yellow T-70 is now at half points and sitting at a single hull. But gets an opportunity to respond here. Can you make it hurt? Just hit crit.
Just 2. Boba's got essentially 4 dice to block it. Stacks the dice up. It said rolled 2 dice and got 1 evade. So that didn't count. Now it does.
All right, takes a crit.
Oh, I guess they're counting that stacked dice. Weird.
Here is the pink T-70 making the shot here. Hit crit.
Alright, takes the crit anyways, even though he flipped down that hull breach.
Panic. Actually, it's not panic. We don't know what it is yet.
Structural.
All right, so that's -1 agility, and Dengar is down to a single hull, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, he's got to decide, is he doing the revenge shot now or is he save it for Rose? He's gonna do it now.
Yep.
And in case Rose pulls the shot. Seems unlikely, but you know, in case she does. That pink T-70 is at full health.
And he decides
oh no,
not to do it.
Does wait. Mm-hmm. It makes sense. If it's full health, you only need 1 damage on Rose.
And 1 hit. You have a friendly ship in the arc, so you get to re-roll. Just 1.
All right, Dengar needs that natural to survive.
And Dengar's gone, but does get to respond with the revenge shot.
Yeah, so we could see Rose taken down as well. Unlikely, as she'll have 2 rerolls, 4 total dice to defend.
So Brendan is still staying in this fight, and by killing Dengar, if she doesn't die, we'll be ahead.
2 hits here. There's a good chance. Oh, 1 dice went away. 1 evade. That's a good start.
Got it.
2 evades. It was clinches, but gets through it. What are we looking at for points now? After
right
that?
now, it's 82
after
to
our
80,
stats are updated.
82-86, and Brendan is leading.
Brendan's flying the Resistance.
Yes, Brendan is a Resistance player.
Now, for a note, he does have 2 ships at 1 health.
He does. Let's talk about some win conditions right now. So Boba Fett is, if I'm not mistaken, let me check something before I put my foot in my mouth, like I always do. And missing something.
I believe it's 1 away.
Yeah, he's 1 away from half, which would give up a chunk of points.
56 points.
Yeah, a big chunk, 56 points, which is more than one of the X-Wings. So even if you lost 2 ships in the next, or like a ship and a half in the next 2 turns, Brendan is still ahead if you get the half points on Boba Fett. So he's going to keep fighting.
Yeah, even taking down Rose and that yellow X-Wing, the 2 1 health ships, that's still not enough if Boba is halved. Which, Pink might be in a good position to like 4K and attempt that shot. Finn might have to do the same thing, do a little K-turn there behind Rose.
Yeah, Finn really needs to get more involved because he's your best chance to dealing damage because he can always do 3. Almost always do 3 hits.
Yep.
And he just
he
not
doesn't
been
have
relevant.
optics, but it's still very, very good chance.
Yeah.
That optics, being able to use your additional perceptive co-pilot focus to change the added blank.
Truth.
Very good, but not enough points in this list. If you're bringing all of the talent slots, all the heroics, and the crack shot.
Yeah, but Boba Fett right now, I mean, what Brendan ended up forcing here is that it forces Caleb now to engage, right? Like, you have to make sure that you're getting shots. This is where we're looking for Slave 1 to really matter. And here we go. Finn is doing that K-turn, hoping to get engaged next turn. Has yet to take any damage on Finn. Again, a very heavy hitter. There's our turnaround maneuver by Pink. Rose 1 forward, just working on that kill box for Boba Fett.
Yeah. Interested to see if we have this is a wounded pilot.
Yep.
Roll.
A safe there.
I'm interested to see if this T-70 bumps or tries to cut off Boba and maybe block him.
I mean, that'd be pretty gutsy.
Closes his wings?
Yep, I saw the wing close.
Well, he's turning away. It's always nice to have that barrel option.
There's focus. Is he going to barrel to the left?
Might link it.
If he thinks the one hard fits, which I don't think it does. It's close.
He's going to leave it.
Yeah,
I think Boba reveal.
Boba's gonna get shot up. I mean, maybe the 3 forward boosts might only make it so it's 1 shot.
I think Boba did the hard one. No, he was doing one banks.
He hit the cloud. He could be strained here.
Ooh.
That's big.
Let's see.
Here's the
see
roll.
if he gets it.
No strain. No strain, but also no action for Boba, though he does have a force and a couple rerolls because he's got some people in his face, but could definitely take a damage here and end up giving up that half.
All he's got to do is get 3 hits with 3 rerolls and a force against Rose.
Yep.
And then hopefully he can take the T-70 shot. Looks like Finn's shot is obstructed through that gas cloud, so that's going to be very beneficial to Boba there. I am very likely that Rose is gone in this attack.
Here we go. 4 dice. Leaning on the offense. Has 2 rerolls and a force. We're going to go ahead. Oh, he used Fearless. Fearless on the force.
Fearless!
We could make it 4, but doesn't even need to spend it. Yep.
Nope. Fearless. I forgot he had it. Hadn't used it all game.
So that guarantees Rose is dead and does put Caleb up by 20-something odd points. There it is.
Yep. But we still got 2 rerolls and the force.
By 20, I'm at 9, apparently, because I forgot about the half.
20 was an exaggeration. So, I'm hoping here that to keep the resistance in the game, he can get, 3 hits is all he needs.
Well, there it is. Gets it. You asked for 3.
That's it.
See,
that's points.
There's a saying, ask and you shall receive. And you could end up getting more than 1 here. You got a reroll.
Yeah.
Because the force never got spent. And he's able to avoid 2, but that's half points on Boba Fett.
Is he going to reroll the other one?
He could.
Because there's a Finn shot coming as well.
Yeah, well, he would not have been able to because you can't roll 1 dice at a time. I would have made him roll both. You can't check 1 dice result and then decide what you want on the other one.
Why not?
Because you have to roll dice all at the same time. You're getting mixed information.
Interesting.
Yep. Just 1. Boba Fett is probably fine. Got to work real hard to take damage on that one.
I'm interested to know the official ruling on that, because if you had a predator and a target lock, you could roll the predator then the target lock if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that. But if you're Boba Fett that ability triggers at one time, so you choose how many dice you want. You can't just be like plop a dice. No, that came out
So
bad. Let me try another one.
So it's a single modification.
Exactly.
And that modification can be 0 to 8,
the maximum of people you have at range 0 to 1. Yep.
I guess it would have to be 8, right? Yeah.
Somehow.
8 rerolls.
No, it would be 6.
I mean,
Six would be the most because you can only roll up to 6 dice.
Oh, that's true. That is true. You got me there. So, still a fight. I mean, Boba takes damage from 3 attack dice guns. Like,
yes, he can.
It will happen. Maybe not all the time.
So we have 95 to 142. Oh my gosh.
No, see, Boba doesn't have to do a lot here. 3 bank left, drop the seismic. Shoot at Finn, I guess. Shoot at whoever you can. And just peace out. And try to catch, basically, shoot a rear arc shot this round, and then catch yellow the round afterwards.
Yep, you got to keep if Brendan wants to win, he needs to keep 1.5 ships alive, or kill Boba Fett. Those are your options right there. Keep at least 1.5 ships alive, or kill Boba Fett.
I mean, the full health T-70 and Finn are in a good position to stay alive that long. But I don't like the Pink's stress clearing options. Only the 3 forward, 2 bank, and 1 banks available.
Yep. The problem is that they're gonna Pink is gonna relieve stress, but then not have a shot. Like, you really need Finn and Pink to both have their arcs pointed in the same area, trying to catch Boba Fett together.
Yeah. I mean, you could just hard 2 and pursue Boba around the obstacles there. But, of course, you need to factor in the Slave 1. If he doesn't do the 3 bank, if he does a shorter maneuver like a 1 bank or so, he can opt to head towards Finn, block Finn, so Finn can't shoot him, and he gets a free shot out the rear.
True that. Well, hello, sunrise. Just noticed my windows are starting to brighten up.
All right, well, didn't bump. Takes the defensive focus.
Yep. Dude, Boba Fett's going to have a back arc shot, and it looks like we're flipping those S-foils to attack position on yellow. It's hoping for a shot.
Yeah, it's a strange position to be in. But I guess he's factoring in that 3 bank left, like I said, so.
Yep. Oh, bonk.
But no, Boba says, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
So
I'll take the option that doesn't get me shot, please.
Bumps help, right? They take away shots from you, and he's going to be able to get a shot into either pink or yellow without getting anything return fire. Seems good.
You gotta take yellow down, because if you don't take yellow down right now, he can just hard 3 away, right? And just wait. Yep. Conserve his points. Be that half ship we were talking about.
Only 1 crit. We'll have 2 rerolls though because of Finn and the pink X-wing. Use the force for hit crit.
I will say Boba's been struggling to get max dice results in this game.
Yes. And focus out. There you go.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, it's probably because he hasn't had time for focus actions with all the bumping. But it has been having lackluster results with rerolls and the force.
So yellow lives. And in this endgame situation with Boba Fett and only 3 ships on the board, this is definitely where Slave 1 can really shine. Because you usually, especially with the seismics that have gone off already, which we might see another one right here.
Yeah, you drop the seismic here. Finn can't avoid it.
You end up opening up the board quite a bit.
Finn also can't 3K because of pink.
No, I think the 3K probably fits. Do you want to do the 3K?
That's a tight. I mean,
you said 3K,
no.
right?
Yeah, 3K.
One,
and
two.
If it does fit, I don't know
no,
if it's a great position, like you said.
Actually,
I think you.
I redact my statement. I don't think it fits.
Nah, I think it's one square. If Boba was a large base, that would make a lot. That would fit. Let me check on. So the 3 bank is also red, so he's pretty much limited to 2 forward, 2 bank, and hard 2 here.
What if he takes Finn away? Okay, and the pink. You just take all 3 of your ships. You go towards the top of the board.
I mean, that's what we have 9 minutes. Boba has to fly around the corner. I would not run away, but rally your troops so that when Boba engages, he'll only have 1 shot to take down 2 ships.
Ooh, Boba Fett missed the bomb trigger. He missed the seismic charge.
I don't know why he didn't. That's crazy.
That's gonna hurt him.
He might have no, because maybe he didn't want to bomb himself.
True that.
In case of like a hard one, and he didn't want to boost away.
One of the things, though, with Finn's speed is a problem. I don't like how aggressive Brendan went with the X-Wings into that top left corner, because I want him to bring all 3 ships back in on Boba Fett. You have shots with all 3, because even if you lose yellow, you're still in it.
Yep.
And if he doesn't die, you have a 3rd shot.
Yeah, what you can't do is lose Finn and lose yellow.
Yep.
And we see why Boba didn't drop the seismic. He's just going 1 forward, grabbing a focus token. Already had the lock. Most likely will do 1 damage here. Or no, Finn can add.
Finn has his
right?
focus ability. Yeah, he's not too worried about it. We probably get a
maximum doing 2 damage here.
Well, 3 hits.
Pretty good.
Yeah, maximum is 2 damage.
He brought mods to roll natural hits finally.
No, yeah, add the strain.
Yeah, take
you're
the
fine.
strain. No.
So this sets up the 4 straight.
Oh, Boba, it sucks when people just magically have modifiers, doesn't it? But it'd be a shame if I just had modifiers all the time, wouldn't it?
Boba Fett's like, no, this is not how this is supposed to go. All right, Brendan.
I know, he's looking at Rose, and
Brendan is probably licking his chops right now. He can see victory. It is 7 minutes away at this point, but 7 minutes, a lot can happen. You probably have 2 turns left. Boba Fett does have the boost. We probably get something like a 1-turn boost.
Yeah, 1-turn boost.
Let's see, 1-turn boost, and then you have a 4 straight boost set up. So the 2 to 3 turns.
You'll
coming
find him
up
in the corner.
Yep.
You'll find him. I mean, but there's no pressure for the Resistance player to, make his dials real fast. He's got 3 ships. They all have, or the T-70s can reposition, so there's no extreme rush. Plenty of time. Almost 6 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
I mean, Finn's dial's pretty easy, right? Like 2 forward.
I think I would 4 forward. Take the stressful maneuver.
Boba can't get to you.
Yep.
Now, I will say that Boba, an interesting thing he could try is to Talon roll, contraband boost, and then try a 3-4. I'm not sure if that's faster or not. Can you hear me? Oh.
It's coming down to the wire.
Looks like our blue player here.
Actually, somebody here does bring up a good point. Seismic Boba Fett does have contraband cybernetics still. Could do the Talon roll and then boost. That might be better. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was just trying to debate if that's actually better or not. It's hard to say.
All right, so we got a two.
Like not better, but you know what I'm trying to say.
2 straight does clear the stress there. Takes the perceptive co-pilot focuses. There is. I like this move. I like this move a lot. We got the K turn there from yellow, getting ready to re-engage. We'll probably get the Talon roll. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Loving it. Loving it.
Yeah, so forcing Boba. So that was actually a pretty quick round here. Under 5 minutes remaining. Probably going to say 2 rounds. Maybe 1 round if this planning phase and combat gets stretched out, but most likely 2. The T-70s don't have to do anything, right? Just 1 bank focus.
Yep. You take it slow. You wanna make sure that all those guns are on target at the same time. So does the 2-turn get around the rock? Around the cloud?
Oh, from Finn?
I don't think so, actually. I think it's maybe.
I would still do it. I wouldn't care. Because Finn's at full health, right? So he can lose half on Finn. That's not a problem.
All right, there's the 2-turn. It does clip there. And no strain.
There you go. Easy.
There's the 1 bank.
Yeah, because Boba, what was the count again? Boba needs to get it to just 1 ship or 2 halved ships. Is that correct?
I think he needs 2 full ships, actually, because I forgot about the bid when I did the math the first time. All right, here is some range. He's going to have some range 2 shots. Range 3 shots on the X-Wings.
Yeah, that's good for yellow, bad for pink. Who wanted a range 2?
Yellow and half of anybody else will do it. That's hit crit. Is he willing to spend the force? And is.
Yeah, he took a focus action, so he'll be okay.
Here's 3 dice. Looking for it. He's going to take it. Yellow is out. He's creeping forward. Can the pink T-70 put some meaningful damage into Boba Fett to scare him next turn? Range 3 shot in the bullseye. There's no bullseye effects I don't think that we need. Nope. Heroic is a possibility depending on what comes up. Hit crit going into Boba Fett. Range 3. The focus is available. Is that correct?
Yep. Yep.
All right. So no damage there, and Finn does not have an attack. So,
all right, so let's get that point count going here, and probably into the final round here under 2 minutes remaining.
117 to 142. 117 to 142. You can't lose half on either of these ships, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Half of Finn would give 19. Is that correct? Yes, 19 points. No, that wouldn't be enough. That would bring you to 130 and change, so not quite enough. Half of the red squadron might do it, though.
Red squadron's 23 points. Still not enough. That will only get him to 140. He'll lose by 2 points.
Oh yeah, he needs to kill either one. See, I was right. People in the chat did the math wrong. I was right. 1.5 ships and he's fine.
Yeah, 1.5. Yep, and this is what Brandon recognized your win condition and the point count. Instead of pursuing Boba into the corner, he disengaged, got it to where Boba only had time to take 2 shots when he needed 3. As long as Finn can get a focus token, he can block the 4th hit from Boba Fett.
Yep.
Which is still unlikely because he would have to roll 2 blanks and then heroic them. And then add, and then add an eyeball, and then
because you can stack
Boba
those effects.
Yeah, and then Boba would have to roll a direct hit, so possible. But we're going to have to see a lot of dice rolled before that happens.
And it looks like Caleb did dial it in. I think he sees his fate. I mean, Boba Fett only has one attack. I don't. Outside of something, I think Finn is your most likely because you can get through the shields.
Well, no, the half on the T-70 doesn't kill it. Or doesn't win in the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like your best chance is to try to kill Finn. That's it.
That's your only chance. There's no conservative MLV in round 6.
All right. Is Boba Fett gonna miss the cut? That's the question here. I don't know if this is the only Boba, but that's a storyline I'm writing. Boba Fett missed his cut.
So
the fall of the Mandalorian.
This is hard. This is mind games here, but I think I try to block with the T-70 so that Boba can't move his arc.
All right. Takes the double focuses.
Yeah. Yep, he cuts in hard in case he can get Boba to fly away. Because if Boba rolls 3 dice, this game's over. Right? Like he needs all 4 and a direct, I'm pretty sure. Yep, and that block from the T-70 will prevent the range 1 shot. And this fight's all but over. See if Boba can pull out some magic.
And they're facing down Finn, range 1. That's your best chance.
He's got Fearless. He's got Force. I would take a target lock.
Yeah.
Now you focus. Well, he got 2 rerolls.
Yeah,
that's kind of like a target lock.
All right. I guess no, he has a lock right there already. He's got it all.
Oh yeah, he's been having it forever. He just never ended up needing to spend it.
Finn has to roll all blanks twice.
Yeah, 4 total blanks.
I'd spend the focus. There's no reason for you not to spend the focus. Just spend the focus.
No.
Don't get cute.
No, because you need the direct hit.
Oh, you're right.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
No. It's a misplay. You need a crit.
It's gone. It's over. It's all over. Finn takes 1 damage.
Yep. Nope.
So Finn and this T-70 do get a chance to try to kill Dengar and get a higher placement in cut.
Yep. Boba Fett.
Range 1. That's going to be 2 hits and 2 crits.
Well, there's a couple crits going through. I mean, I'm flipping the table if I'm Caleb. I'd be like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not even going to roll against that. Take it. Yeah, I think he's...
Is he just...
I think they know. I mean, he doesn't have to. It's nice that he is, but he doesn't have to.
And that's 1 evade. He can re-roll 1 if he wants. Fun Walk is asking for.
I think he's seen right now. He's doing what he's doing right now is seeing if he would have killed Finn, if he would have been able to survive, which he does. Wasn't
That's
too direct.
A whole breach, and then Finn gets to try to finish him off. Has the potential to get 4 here, and then just shut him out. Just like not even give him. There it is. There he's dead. Boba Fett.
Yep. Goodbye.
Gone. Congratulations to Brendan Morrissey winning that game versus Caleb, bringing it down to the wire. I will tell you, looking at the bets, for those of you who played.
Yeah, who bet on Brandon here? Because I didn't.
We had 67% of the people vote on Brendan. There was over 100.
Really?
Yes, there was over 100,000 points put into this game, and only and 32% of the people are going to be taking home that 100K. All right, so people dug deep, believed in the resistance, and got it done. So let's go ahead and pay out those bets.
Yeah. No, good, amazing flying. Even after that first, I wouldn't say botched engagement, but when Boba was able to sneak past him, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, that awesome round was brought to you by Curl Paw Creatives. Use that coupon code SpaceJam2020 for 20% off. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Do we have any new people at the top of our point standings now? Looks like Cell Brute is our new number one at 195K. All right, very nice.